you had that one person say, I grabbed the man around the neck. Actually, I wish I was so strong to be able to do that. These are all tough guys, smart guys.
Dispute them.
Dispute it? Who wouldn't dispute it? She's the craziest account I've ever heard. You mean that I was in the Beast, and she said, I was in the Beast, and the Secret Service thing, so I took a guy who was like a black belt in karate and grabbed his neck and tried to choke. What happened? How do we think it was? Just so you understand. And I have great respect for Secret Service, by the way, they're fantastic. The Secret Service said, certainly we run it with it. I said, I'd love to do it. They said it would be better until we went back to the White House. Just so you understand. I spoke, I made a very nice speech. I wasn't maxing orders that called for people's death, and some of these, take a look at what these other people say. Look at the show back to the White House. Where did you watch? Oh, let me tell you, much more importantly, for 2 days before, or 3 days before, 10,000 soldiers, right? And they were going to go.
Makes it much more importantly.
Everybody was telling me, I knew it was going to be big in terms of the crowd, because everybody else looked and said, hey, I'm going down on January 6th, I'm going down on the list of the speech, etc. And they were always, I wasn't the oldest speaker, there were many speakers. But wait a minute, I offered 10,000 people to the mayor of Washington, D.C., Nancy Pelosi, okay, Nancy Pelosi, and to the mayor of Washington, and they turned it down twice. And the police commissioner was very nasty about it to her. And he testified, and here's what happened. The January 6th unselect committee of thugs and horrible people, the unselect committee destroyed all the evidence.
They said they didn't. We did ask them. We did ask generous
They said they destroyed most of the evidence.
They say some of the evidence is still under review. I want to know what. I want to know about your perspective.
They put out an announcement that they destroyed the evidence. And they destroyed all the stuff having to do with Nancy Pelosi, and they wouldn't let her testify. We said, why isn't she testifying? It was a whole big deal. Why isn't she testifying? I offered them 10,000 soldiers.
I want to know. You do it automatically. I want to know. You're the president of the United States.
She's in charge.
Tell me how you watched this all. Were you in the dining room watching?
I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell people later in an appropriate moment.
Yeah, you won't tell her.
However,
what did you do when the Capitol was under attack?
Let me just tell you.
In the moment that
do you see the statements they made in the Oval Office and just outside of the Oval Office?
Absolutely. I was there that day.
Our police are great. We love our police. We love everybody. Go home.
That was at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, more than
I don't know.
3 hours after the attack was
started. It was put out before that.
I want to know who,
by the way,
won that day.
Nancy Pelosi.
Ready to go.
Nancy Pelosi is in charge of security. She turned down.
It's funny.
If she didn't turn down the soldiers, you wouldn't have had.
What?
Did you call military?
How is that possible?
What?
Did you call military or law enforcement at the moment the Capitol was under attack?
I'm not going to tell you anything. Let me put it this way. I behaved so well. I did such a good job. Nancy Pelosi turned down 10,000 soldiers. If she didn't do that. And now I understand that the listen to me. I understand that the police testified against her, the chief very strongly against her, Capitol Police. Great people. They testified against her, and they burned all the evidence. They destroyed all the evidence about Nancy Pelosi.
What do you say to people who wonder why you, as Commander-in-Chief, you have authority that Nancy Pelosi doesn't?
She has authority.
Why didn't you send help in that?
Frankly, just so you understand, I assumed that she took care of it.
You assume?
You realized that the National Guard wasn't coming out.
You don't realize anything. National Guard, I asked it to be there 3 days in advance, and she turned it down.
She says that request was never fulfilled.
Let me ask you about the mayor of D.C. gave us a letter saying that she turns it down. Nancy Pelosi also was asked, and she turned it down. The police commissioner of Capitol Police said that he wanted it, and Nancy Pelosi wouldn't accept it. She's responsible for January 6th.
Mr. President.
Nancy Pelosi is responsible.
Mr. President, you're the president, though. You have authorities that no one else has as the commander-in-chief. Do you think you showed leadership on that?
Yes, absolutely.
No.
And I showed calm. Nancy Pelosi is responsible for the security, and she did it very good. And by the way, from what I understand, they burned all the evidence.
She says she never got into the press. They say they did. That's what you're saying. Let's talk about
Her daughter taping her daughter happened to be documenting.
let's talk about potential pardons.
It just happened to be taping her at the time.
Let's talk about potential pardons, because a lot of your supporters are wondering about that. Leader Enrique Tarrio was sentenced to 22 years in jail. Now that you know what the sentence is, 22 years in jail, will you give him pardon? Will you give other Proud Boys?
I don't know him. I never met him. I never heard of him until I started reading.
Will you pardon him?
But I want to tell you, he and other people have been treated horribly. Antifa kills people, and those guys didn't even get tried in many cases. They put these guys in jail for 17, 18, and 22 years. They didn't kill anybody. Some of them never even went into the Capitol. Some of them weren't even in D.C. They got a 22 or a 17-year sentence. 16, 18, 1,000 people. 22. Wait a minute. Yeah, 1,000 people. How many people, let me ask you this, how many people were charged for destroying Portland? How many people were charged for burning down the police precinct and the courthouse in Minneapolis? I certainly look at it. I look at that, and I look at all the other people that have suffered, the J6 people.
Mr. President, let me ask you one final question.
Went there, that didn't even go into the building, have suffered gravely. And you have to say one system of justice, right? You take a look at what's going on in Portland. They burned down the city. The city is in shambles to this day. The store owners don't even rebuild storefronts anymore. They put up 2x4s.
I want to move on to foreign policy, Mr. President.
But why do you do that? Why do you give me a horrible question and then you don't let me answer? You're off to a bad start, I'm telling you.
Mr. President, I want to make sure you get to talk about foreign policies.
But I don't mind. I have all the time in the world.
You do? Okay.
I have all the time in the world. Why is it that the people, Antifa people, and very bad people that burned down Portland, burned down Minneapolis, burned down so much in New York City, what they did in New York City, and they were barely charged. And yet the people in Washington, in some cases, never even went into the building. They've been persecuted. They've been persecuted.
The people who were charged on January 6th, some of them were charged with sedition. Some of them were charged for violating the Capitol.
But many of these people have been persecuted. What they've done to them. They didn't do this to the people that burned down. You take a look at Portland. It's like a burned down part of the city, including the federal courthouse.
Mr. President, if you were reelected, would you pardon yourself?
I could have pardoned myself. I was given an option to pardon myself. I could have pardoned myself when I left. People said, would you like to pardon yourself? I had a couple of attorneys that said, you can do it if you want. I had some people that said, it would look bad if you do it, but I think it would look terrible. I said, here's the story. These people are thugs, horrible people, fascists, Marxists, sick people. They've been after me from the day I came down the escalator with Melania, and I did a great job as president. People are acknowledged, great economy, great jobs, great this, great that. We built the military, space was everything. I could go on forever. Let me just say, I said the last thing I'd ever do is give myself a pardon. I could have given myself a pardon. Don't ask me about what I would do. I could have, the last day, I could have had a pardon done that would have saved me all of these lawyers and all of these fake charges, these Biden indictments. They're all Biden indictments, believe it. They're indicted. They want to arrest their political opponents. Only third world countries do that, banana republic. So, you ready? I never said this to anybody. I was given the option. I could have done a pardon myself. You know what I said? I have no interest in even thinking about it. I never even wanted to think about it. And I could have done it. And all of these questions you're asking me about the fake charges, you wouldn't be asking me because it's a very powerful thing for a president. I was told by some people that these are sick lunatics that I'm dealing with. Give yourself a pardon, your life will be a lot easier. I said, I would never give myself a pardon.
Even if you were reelected in this moment?
Well, I think it's very unlikely. I handled the mask, man. Don't worry about it. You mean because I challenged an election, they want to put me in jail?
Tell them we're ready to move
I challenged an election, but I challenged a crooked election.
So it's not...
It was a rigged election. I challenged a rigged election. And now I'm going to win for a third term. And I just hope...
Let's move on to foreign policy. Mr. President, I want to talk about the war in Ukraine. I want to big picture get a sense of how you see this conflict. Do you see the security of Ukraine as critical to the security of the United States?
Okay, let me talk about it without interruption. Ukraine would have never happened if I were president. If this election weren't rigged, Ukraine would have never happened. You would have hundreds of thousands of people, including lots of soldiers, still living. The cities would be flourishing, or at least a piece of cities that can never be replicated. Certainly not the way they were. Magnificent buildings were all ripped down like a demolition site. It would have never happened for two reasons. Number one, and most importantly, Putin had respect for me. And he wouldn't play games. And I told him, never going. And he would never, this was only after I left that this happened. Likewise, President Xi would never, ever be talking about Taiwan the way he's talking about it right now. And they weren't talking about it. It was only after I left. He would have never gone in. Equally as importantly, oil prices would have been at $40 a barrel instead of $110 a barrel. So he would have been able to afford that. He actually was the only nation that made the money because oil has been given up so high by stupid people like Biden. Biden was in the top of that. And what happened is oil. In fact, we've been hitting new highs on the scene again. That means Russia. Russia makes money from oil. Russia is going to make a lot of money. And because they're making a lot of money, there's no reason for them to say other than humanitarian reasons, and let's not assume people are going to be so humanitarian. So, Putin would have never gone in because oil was at $40 a barrel, and he would have been able to afford to have gone in. At $100 a barrel, at a fortune, and that's one reason. The other reason he wouldn't have gone in is because I said, don't even think about it.
Just to that
Right.
question, Mr. President, do you think our security, the United States security, is linked to Ukraine's security?
I think Europe has to do more. We're in for $200 billion, they're in for $25
I need
billion.
to walk into the
It affects them more than it affects us. It certainly affects them much more than it affects us.
So you do think that it's
And I think Europe has taken advantage of a stupid president. Look, Biden should say to them, you have to equalize, you have to catch up. You know, Europe is about the same size as our economy if you add them all the countries, right? It's about the same size. And Biden should say to them, like I did with NATO. You know, NATO, they all owed money. I said, get the money in. And we had over $430 billion put in almost immediately. And the head of NATO, Stockholm, Secretary General, nice guy, he said to me, the most amazing thing I've ever done. And he said it publicly too. He said, Bush would come in, make a speech and leave. Obama would come in, make a speech and leave. Trump came in and said, you guys aren't paying your bills. And I got him to pay. You know, they asked me something, which hasn't been reported, but the media knows it. We had a meeting of the 28 countries, at that time 28 countries. And they said to me, are you saying, sir, because I said you got to pay your bills, are you saying, sir, that you won't protect us against Russia if we don't pay? I said, sorry to tell you, that's what I'm saying. You know what happened? Yeah. They started sending us money like, and now he's never given credit for it, but we wouldn't even have a NATO if it wasn't for me.
Let me ask you,
But here's the thing, the European countries have to start paying their share, because we are having to do with Ukraine. Because we're at 200 billion and they're at 20 or 25 billion. It's so unfair.
let me ask you about your strategy though, because you have said you want to end this war in 2020. You stopped the meeting between Kim Jong-un and President Putin. Do you think that complicates your strategy if you were reelected to try to end this war?
It would have been easier if the war didn't start and we'd have hundreds of thousands of people living, most importantly. But it would have been a lot easier if it didn't. But I can get it done. I can get it done quickly.
How do you do it?
There's another thing.
No,
I got to learn after the nuclear start. But I got to learn everything. We were making things. President Biden said, just like even now, and President Obama told me when he Obama told me, and Biden still to this day says, I don't know, he can't put two sentences together. But President Obama told me our biggest threat is from North Korea. We're going to end up in a war. Even then, if there's a war with North Korea, we were going to make a deal. I would say I would have had a deal made with North Korea shortly after the election.
How do you end this war then, talking deals? How do you end this
Well, I
war
can't
out?
tell you exactly because if I do, people understand. If I tell you exactly, I lose all my bargaining chips. I mean, you can't really say exactly what you're going to do, but I would say certain things to Putin. I would say certain things to Zelensky, both of whom I get along. Don't forget, Zelensky did something that was very honorable. They asked him, it didn't stop these animals from impeaching me, but one of those things. They asked him, did Trump do anything wrong? He said, absolutely not. It was a very normal phone call.
He said he didn't feel threatened.
Because Biden, what he did was horrible, the prosecutor, but he said something that was very honorable. He could have grandstanded and he said, oh, I felt threatened. He said that President Trump did absolutely nothing wrong on the phone call.
That ain't what he said.
Say you're going to end the war in 24 hours, and they worry that means President Putin is going to get to keep the territory he's unlocked.
I think a fair deal for everything. No,
doesn't mean that. Wouldn't be a win for Putin.
That's something that could have been negotiated because there were certain parts, Crimea and other parts of the country that a lot of people expected could happen. You could have made a deal. So they could have made a deal where there's less territory right now than Russia's already taken, to be honest. And you could have made a deal where nobody was killed. They had a deal. They would have had a Ukraine country. Now nobody even knows if Ukraine is going to be totally taken over. I will say this. Something's going on, and it's not good for Ukraine because the news is no longer reporting about the war. The fake news. They don't report about the war anymore. You don't find much reporting. That means that Ukraine's losing. Okay? I see very little reporting from NBC, your network. I see very little reporting from NBC, ABC, from CBS, from anyone about the war. It used to be you'd go and you'd watch, even a couple of months ago, you'd watch all of this great strategy. The spring offensive never happened. Ukraine's spring offensive never happened because they were met with a wall of armaments and bombs.
President Putin's worried people are losing interest. President Zelensky's worried that people are losing interest in this war. As you're saying,
no, I'm just saying, I'm not seeing anything about the war. To me, that means that probably because the press is fake and very discredited, that would mean that, look, here's my attitude. I just want people to stop being killed. I was asked by that ridiculous CNN during my town hall, whose side are you on? I said, I'm on the side of people stop being killed. I don't want to see people killed. They're being killed by the thousands and thousands and thousands. And that's the side I'm on. I don't want, and you know what? People like that answer, to be honest. And I stay with that same answer. I want people to stop being killed.
I want to ask you about something President Putin said about you this week. I don't know if you've seen it. This was very recent. President Putin said, quote, we surely hear that Mr. Trump says he will resolve all border issues within several days, including the Ukrainian crisis. We cannot help but feel happy about it. What do you think of that, Jim?
Well, I like that he said that because that means what I'm saying is right. I would get him into a room, I'd get Zelensky into a room, and I'd bring them together, and I'd have a deal with that. I would get a deal with that. The opposite before it started. Essentially, for 4 years, I kept them from doing anything. Because the more I would tell you this, I never said this, Ukraine was the apple of his eye. He said, don't let it do it, don't let it do it. He would have never done it. Again, oil prices. He wouldn't have done it because of new oil prices. The prices were so high, and he had so much money, so he had all this money to prosecute the war. The enemy who drove up the prices was Biden.
Given that President Putin has bombs between from Ukraine by Russia, mass graves. Do you what can this result but endorse?
So I have a relationship with him, and if nobody is tough on Russia with me, I stopped Nord Stream 2. You never heard of Nord Stream 2. That was the pipeline until I got involved. I said Nord Stream 2 people that were sophisticated military people and political people never heard of Nord Stream 2. I had it ended. The pipeline was built. Biden came in and approved it. There was nobody tougher than me with Russia, and yet I got along with Putin. Pretty good. I got along with him really well. And that's a good thing, not a bad thing. He's got 1,700 nuclear missiles, and so do we. But no, that's a good thing. Getting along is okay. But I got along through strength. And the war would have never happened. The war would have never happened. Now what's happened? It's so bad. The oil price is so high. It's hard to get it stopped. The oil price is so high. And he is above $50 and $60 a barrel. He makes a lot of money in the war. Now,
Massage.
it's a
No,
humanitarian
really. Do you
thing.
want
It's
me
a
to get
lot
my
of
dick out
different
again?
reasons.
No. Does anyone want that? No. You're right.
That boy
Hey,
don't shut
bro,
up.
what's up?
Saying the
Oh,
same
hey,
shit
bro,
over
you're
and
late.
over.
9 years fucking late. You know, you're so late, in fact, that you have no right to call me bro. Is that clear?
Grand Smash, Fresh Lemon, Grand Marnier,
Oh, yeah? Well,
Grand
you're like a
Encounter,
shit.
Grand Marnier.
Exactly like a shit.
An
Where's
Italian
this?
psychiatrist
On his
working in
way.
Pizza was about to arrive at Bicycle Home following a shift with her son arriving at hospital
Yo,
for ankle
Frankie, we were
protection.
just talking about you. Nattering.
Dr.
You know
Barbara
how it is.
Capodanno is said
Yeah,
to be the
whatever,
head of the
man. So
facility's
what we doing here?
psychiatric
We're
service for
working, amigo.
diagnosis and treatment unit.
Making a score. Yeah, done most of the planning, and I think we're gonna literally make out like bandits on this.
Did you talk to Lester?
Yeah, I called him. Apparently he's in the hospital having his vagina cleaned or some shit.
He's got a wasting disease.
20% saved.
No, that's not how we work.
Well, you'll forgive me, but that's how we're gonna work this time, all right? We're doing it my way, because as I recall the last time when we did it your way, we all got shot at, you got buried, resurrected, turned into a twat, and Brad ended up in a fucking prison!
Yeah, and Lester told us not to do that job, but we did it anyway.
And Lester seems pretty good, man.
Would you shut the fuck up, all right? And you, Michael, owe me, all right? So this time, we do things my way.
Yeah, and what about after this?
After this, we think about things.
So what's the plan?
Easy. We are sinking a freighter into Los Santos Harbor, all right? Now, Daddy's little helper, you're gonna be on the bridge, all right? You're the lookout. And you're boarding the freighter and planting charges. Me, I'm running the deep water salvage operation with a little help from my friends. You, fat man, of course, well, you're not one of those friends.
Which part is easy, though?
Oh, for fuck's... Where'd you get the pussy, Mikey?
Man, fuck you.
Ah, better! I like that. Fuck you. Good. All right, now let's go make... Hurry it up. We need some transport, don't we?
Hold on.
Yes, this is he. Do I have a minute to talk about my telephone, internet, and social media needs? Of course.
Man, are we going?
I'm dropping you on the Port City side of the Miriam Turner overpass, all right? Almost forgot. Here's the rifle with a thermal scope.
Almost forgot. I was kind of sold on, like, a well-organized job, planned out, with Lester's weird eye for detail.
I got an eye for details, kid. Little details like your brick of glow being drywall.
Okay, man. I'm grateful for that, dog, but buying cocaine is a whole different thing from sinking a container ship into a harbor.
Not really, kid. It's all about what's inside.
Cool, so what's the thing, man?
I don't know what it is, but I know it's important. You heard of Merryweather?
Yeah, maybe.
Merryweather Security Consulting. The company our government uses to fight its wars and protect its shady interests all over the planet.
They're the army?
They're like the army, only they're private, so they cost more. Anyway, they've just been cleared to take government contracts on U.S. soil. And what's one of the first on the list?
This container at the port?
Exactamundo! So it's gotta be valuable, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter, because your job is not to understand, it's to shoot at people who try to stop us. Stopping the car in the median here. Head to your shooter's nest and call Mike.
Okay, man, sure. Hey, dog, I'm in position. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, F, I'm in position. Damn, that's a long way up. So make sure I don't run into any trouble when I get there. Fucking Trevor.
All right, I got you, homie.
Hold on, there's a couple guards. These cats are shady, right? From what I read about them, yeah. They ain't no peace workers.
It's clear, man. Climb aboard.
Things I do for old friends.
T-pick 4 spots for the bombs. Keep an eye on me, okay?
There's some serious manpower on this ship. You meant to set a bomb around there, ain't you?
First bomb is planted and armed. I'm moving up to the next position.
Hey, do this quick, man. I don't know how much backup they got below deck.
I can do it quick or I can do it right, okay?
Take him out, man, now. I think there's a guy on the deck right below me. Guy at the top of the gangway stairs. I'll take him. Hey, do this quick, man. I don't know how much backup they got below deck. I can do it quick or I can do it right, okay? Hey, got a guard on patrol. On the deck, just down from me. All right, I'm moving down to the lower deck.